start over in 2026 and make money with AI, I wouldn't start another boring side hustle. I would start with something fun so I can actually enjoy it long enough to stay consistent. Like this guy right here. He posted simple game clips online. One passed 1 million views, another reached over 5 million. And when I checked the actual game, it looked like something you could build with AI. That's when I realized something. People are not just building AI games for fun anymore. They are using them to get traffic, keep people playing, and turn those visitors into money. So in this video, we'll find an addictive AI game idea that people actually want to play. Then I'll show you how to build it with AI without coding, test if people enjoy it using viral short-form content, host it online, add ads to start making money, and then scale it into a real AI games business. And at the end, I'll also show you one secret that can put you ahead of 90% of people who try this. But before we build anything, we need to find an addictive game idea. A game that makes players click play again over and over. The type of game I'm talking about is the simple replay loop games, like this one for example. Two characters racing, and they can put obstacles in front of each other while trying to win. It's fun and repetitive because whether you lose or win, you want to repeat the same thing again. You're not waiting for another level, a new map, or a full story. This will need way more effort to build. Also, if someone reaches the final level, they might just leave. But with this type of replay loop game, there is no real final level. The whole point is to keep playing again and again. So to find those addictive game ideas, I got you with this prompt. But before directly using it, I want you to do some manual research first, because sometimes these games already appear on platforms like Crazy Games, and they only need someone to promote them the right way to go viral. So because I don't want you to miss that opportunity, go to the Crazy Games homepage, select Clicker Games, then filter by new. This will help you find these types of endless games where people can literally stay locked in for hours trying to see what happens next, beat their score, or unlock something. Another category you can check is multiplayer. Select local with friends and you'll see another type of game that people can replay more than once. These games are powerful because they can create funny moments and clips that are easy to promote. And yeah, even if the graphics are simple, we can upgrade the idea into something better. So for now, let's see what idea this prompt will give us. I'll put it inside this AI chat. We'll see why later. It will give us 10 game ideas exactly like we told it. The title, then the description. Let's see the first one. Neon Gridlock. You and a bot race to paint a 10x10 neon grid by moving, but your trails become permanent walls that can trap your opponent in a shrinking dead end. This actually looks fun. So once you find an idea that you like, either on Crazy Games or from these AI suggestions, you can move to the next step. Build the game with AI. There are a lot of AI tools that can generate a game for you, but only a few of them can actually deploy it and give you a link that you can share online. And when you compare the price of each tool, this is why I'm choosing Chat LLM by Abacus AI. It costs only $7 for the first month, and it includes the big AI models like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini. So now, let's go back to the same chat where we got the game idea, and paste this prompt inside. You'll find the full prompt in the blog. Then, paste the game idea you picked. And if you pick something from Crazy Games, just describe the concept clearly. This prompt will turn your idea into a complete game-building prompt. It will describe everything: the home screen, the gameplay, the characters, the obstacles, and all the important details needed to generate the game. Now copy that final prompt, click on Apps here at the top, and you'll see that Agent Mode is activated. Paste the prompt here, and it will start developing your game. There we go. Now we can test the game and see if it's ready. The homepage already looks good. It's dynamic and gives the player different options, but now let's test the actual gameplay. The movement is smooth, but we definitely need to improve a few things. For example, the map should be bigger, and we need more obstacles here to make it more fun. So to fix that, just talk to it like it's your developer. Tell it exactly what you want to change, and it will edit the game for you. As you can see, it made the map bigger, added more obstacles, and now I can move more freely. But I can still feel that the game needs something extra. So I asked it directly, what should we add to make this game more addictive, more fun, and more replayable? And it actually gave me some interesting suggestions that can make the game much better. So I told it, yes, add all of them. I mean, I paid $7. It should work for me. As you can see, it created a list of tasks and started adding them one by one until everything was finished. Now let's test it again. We can already see a clear difference. It added things like campaign mode, daily challenges, and stats. In the options, it also added the number of bots, so now it's not just one bot anymore. This makes the game more fun and more unpredictable. And I also noticed this replay feature. This is actually great for recording content, because if something funny happens during the game, you can go back and record that moment from here. Now, I'm not saying this is the dream version of the game. Of course not. You don't need to create the perfect game from the first prompt. You just need to create a fun first version, test it, see what people say in the comments, and then improve it with every new prompt. So if users say it should be bigger, or change that background and make the bots animals, you can just come back here and ask the AI to update the game. And just to give you an idea of what you can create with it, here are some games I made. In this one, you need to stay away from the bomb. In another, you collect items to build a bigger building before time runs out, and much more. Now when the game is ready, click deploy, give it a name, and click deploy again. And now we have a link that we can share online. We're not going to host it on our own domain yet, because first we need to confirm that people actually enjoy the game and want to replay it. And that brings us to the third step. Promote your AI game with viral clips. Now, I'm not going to tell you to be creative or think outside the box. No, just study what's already working. Go to accounts like this and get inspired by their content. I've seen this style of video more than once, and it keeps going viral. Let's look at this example. It's literally just someone playing their own game, and every time a funny moment happens, they add memes, GIFs, sound effects, and quick text on the screen. That's what makes the clip fun to watch. To find these memes and GIFs, you can go to tenor.com, search for whatever reaction you want, like stop, and you'll find a lot of different options. If it's an image, click Save Image As. If it's a video, choose MP4, then click Save Video As. That's it. Now for me, I opened the game and started recording a couple of rounds, just to capture funny moments. It doesn't always have to be funny though. It can also be a smart move, a close win, a crazy fail, or something unexpected that happens in the game. Then I put the recording inside CapCut, added text that says, POV AI will never take my job, because in this round, I beat the bots. Then I added a few GIFs, some sound effects, and funny background music. And this is how the final clip looks. For the start, I suggest creating only TikTok and Instagram. These are the best platforms for this type of short, viral game content. Now we need simple branding for the game. So go back to the same AI chat where you built the game and ask it to create a simple, minimal logo icon for the game and send it here in the chat so we can download it. And don't worry about the quality at this stage. Actually, here's a small secret. Logos generated with code like SVG or HTML can look much cleaner and sharper than random AI image logos. A lot of people use image generators, but sometimes the logo comes out messy. With code, you can get a clean icon that stays sharp. And there we go. If you don't like the first result, just ask it again to make it more minimalistic and remove all the text. Now this one is actually good. It describes the game clearly, and it has that simple style like those famous IO games. This is how the branding of the account will look, with the game link in the bio. But remember, this link is still only for testing. First, we need to see if people actually watch the clips, click the link, play the game, and comment with suggestions. After that, we can move to the next step, host your AI game online, because we want it to be fully ours. That means we can track analytics, connect our own domain, and later add ads to start making money from it. I know this part may sound a little technical, but don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step in the easiest way possible. And after that, I'll also show you another option if you want to skip all of this. So first, I'll head over to the game chat. Here you'll see the game file as a zip file, but we're not going to use it exactly like that, because sometimes the AI exports the project in a messy way. For example, the main files may be inside extra folders, so Vercel doesn't know where the project starts, or the project may include extra database settings that can make Vercel show a 404 page. So to solve that, I got you with this prompt. Just paste it in the same game chat and send it. This prompt basically tells the AI to clean the project and give us a Vercel-ready zip file. That means no database, no broken setup, no wrong folder structure, and everything should build successfully before we upload it. There you go. Now download the new clean zip file. Extract it, then go to GitHub. This is where we're going to store the game code. Create a free account, then click Create Repository. Give it a name, click Create, and because we already have the game files, click Uploading an existing file. Now drag and drop the files we extracted earlier, wait for them to upload, then click Commit Changes. That's it. Our job on GitHub is done. Now move to Vercel. This is where we host the game and make it live online. You can also create a free account here. After that, click Add New Project, then connect your GitHub account so Vercel can see the repository we just created. Click Import, then click Deploy, and wait a few seconds until you get the final link. Don't worry about the black screen it shows at first, because if you click on the link, it should open the game online without any errors. But we still need to make the URL look unique instead of using the normal Vercel URL. So click on Add Domain. Now we need to buy our domain name. There are a lot of platforms that do this, but I prefer Namecheap because if you're new, they usually give you a coupon code that lets you buy a domain for around $6. After you buy the domain, click Manage, then copy the full domain name. Go back to Vercel, click Add Existing Domain. Paste it here and click Add Domain. Now click Learn More for both records so you can see the exact records you need to add to Namecheap. But before adding them to Namecheap, make sure you remove the old records like this. Then start adding the new records one by one. Copy and paste everything carefully so you don't miss anything. And this is how they should look. Make sure you click Save before going back to Vercel and clicking Refresh for both of them. Now just wait around 5 to 10 minutes until Vercel generates the SSL certificate. And there we go. Now if we click on the new domain, it opens our game. So this time, the game is hosted on a clean and unique link, but we're still missing analytics. We need to see how many people are online, where they are coming from, what device they are using, and other important data. So go back to Vercel, open the game project, and click Enable Analytics. Here, Vercel will show you how to do it manually, but we're just going to click Implement with Vercel Agent so it can be done automatically. Once it's done, click View Pull Request. It will take you to GitHub, scroll all the way down, click Ready for Review, then click Merge Pull Request, and confirm the merge. Now everything is done successfully. You can test it by opening the game in another tab, then go back to Analytics. You should see one online visitor, and after more people start visiting the game, you'll start seeing more data about them, like their country, device, and other stats. Most of this process is free, except the domain name. But if this feels too technical, you can also go to Upwork, create a small job for around $10, and ask someone to host your game on Vercel and connect your domain. For someone who knows what they're doing, this is a quick job, but I still recommend rewatching this part slowly and trying to do it yourself, because once you learn it one time, you can host as many games as you want. And that leads us to step 5, monetize the game with ads. If we go back to this game, we can see there are no ads on it yet, and maybe that's because he's still waiting for AdSense approval. But if your game starts getting traffic and you're still waiting for AdSense, you may miss money that you could have made from those visitors. So instead of waiting and doing nothing, we can use alternative ad platforms first, and later, once we get accepted by Google AdSense, we can switch to it. The platforms I'm talking about are Monetize, Adstera, and Propeller Ads. Some of these platforms are easier to start with, and they don't require audience before you can begin testing ads. For this example, I'm going to use Monetize. So first, create your account and add your private information. They may ask you to verify some details, so make sure everything is correct. Then select website, paste your game URL here, complete the CAPTCHA, and click sign up. Now we need to add and verify our website. Here we have a few verification options, but since we hosted the game on Vercel, we're going to use the file verification method. Download the verification file and put your full focus with me here so you don't miss anything. Go back to GitHub, open the same repository we created earlier, go to the folder named Public, click on it, then click Upload Files. Drag and drop the verification file we just downloaded from Monetize, then click Commit Changes. Now go back to Monetize and click Verify. The website is approved. So the first part is done. We connected the website. Now the second part is choosing the type of ads we want to show. Click Ad Zone and select Multi-Tag. Here, Monetize gives us two things. The first one is another file to download, and we'll upload it to the same public folder on GitHub, just like we did with the first file. The second thing is this code. Now the problem is that the code Monetize gives us is usually made for a normal HTML website, but our game is built with React, so I got you with this prompt. You'll find it in the blog. Paste the Monetize code inside the prompt, and it will generate the exact code you need to add to your project. Now save this information, and let's go back to GitHub. Search for the file named app, then layout.csx. Open it and click the pencil icon to edit the file. Now take the first code and paste it at the top like this. Then for the second code, search for the start of the body section, go to the end of this line, and paste the code there. After that, click Commit Changes. And just like that, the ads are officially connected to the game. Now when I click Replay, you can see that an ad appears between rounds. And by the way, if you don't want certain types of ads showing on your game, you can contact Monetize support and ask them to block adult or low quality ad categories. That's important because we want the game to feel clean and safe for players. That's when we can start thinking about how to scale this into a real AI games business. Once you start seeing results, there are two things you should definitely do. The first thing is to publish a Google Play and App Store version of the game, because at this point, we're not guessing anymore. We already tested the game, people played it, and people engaged with it. So now it makes sense to distribute it even more. And when your game is on mobile, the monetization can be even better because you can use mobile ads like rewarded ads. For example, players can watch an ad to continue playing after they lose, unlock a reward, or get another chance. To do this, I suggest going directly to Upwork and creating a job with a fixed budget, maybe around $40 to $80 depending on the game. Just tell the freelancer, I have a web game. I want you to turn it into a mobile app and publish it on Google Play and the App Store. I mean, we already proved that the game can work, so why not invest a little bit to scale it? The second thing is to let people promote the game for you. This is where the earn money button comes in. I'll take this prompt from the blog and send it to the same game chat. This prompt will add a button on the homepage called Earn Money. When players click it, they'll see a simple page explaining that they can record themselves playing the game, post the clip on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, and send us the video. If the video gets real engagement, we can reward them. For example, if their video gets 100,000 views, we can give them $20. And if it gets 1 million views, we can give them $200. And this is fair because if the video brings real players to the game, we can make money from the ads, and they get paid for helping us promote it. But of course, before sending any money, we need to review the video first and make sure the engagement is real, not fake traffic or bots. So don't forget to change the email inside the prompt and replace it with your own email, because this is where people will send their videos. This is one of the best ways to scale your AI game. Your players get a chance to make money, and you get more traffic to the game. It's a win-win. Now, because I know only the top 1% will reach this part, I saved for you the secret that puts you ahead of 90%. You remember the 10 game ideas we generated earlier? Now imagine if all of them were inside one home screen, and people could choose any game they want to play. I mean, each one is already an addictive game by itself, so putting all of them inside one platform can be insane. And you can do this with the same process. Just create each game separately in its own chat, test it, improve it, add all the updates you want, and then download the files for each game. You can create as many games as you want, then upload all the game files in the same chat and use this prompt. You'll find it at the end of the blog. This prompt tells the AI to create a cool home screen with a dynamic vibe where all the games are displayed in one place. Of course, you can change the style and customize it however you want, but this is how it should look. Now let's deploy it and test it. As you can see, the vibe is much better now. Players can choose any game they want and start playing, which can increase the time they spend on your website, and more time spent on the game can lead to more ad revenue. This also makes promotion easier because now you're not not promoting only one game, you're promoting a full game platform. If one game fails, you don't have to remove it. Just keep it there, add more games, and keep testing. Because maybe one of those games becomes the banger that makes your videos go viral and brings a lot of visitors to the platform. There are so many ways to improve this business model, so I want to know what you think in the comments. Good luck.